Good morning.
Good morning.
Please state your name for the record.
Matthew Fordham, detective,
Where are you a detective?
Cape Coral Police Department,
How long have you been with Cape Coral Police Department?
since 2006.
What type of training and experience do you have with them?
I went to the police academy in 2006. From there, I was a patrol officer. After patrol, I worked street crimes unit. And then from the street crimes unit, I was assigned to the United States Marshal Service Task Force here in Fort Myers.
And as part of the U.S. Marshals Task Force, is it your job to help detain and arrest various people who are wanted?
Yes,
Were you working on October 7th of 2019?
I was.
Did you become involved in an investigation to apprehend Wade Wilson?
Yes.
How did you become involved?
I was asked to attempt to locate him.
Okay. And were you able to locate him right away?
Within a few hours, yes.
And were you given an address location based on his conversation with his father?
I was.
Now, was his father able to give you that address where he was staying?
He was.
What did you do when you received that address?
I got with the guys that work on the task force with me, and we coordinated a location in the area to meet up so we could talk about our plan on how we were going to approach the residents.
And about how many people responded to the house where you believed he was at?
It'd be approximately
Sure.
maybe 10 individuals.
Do you have special type of training to respond to these types of situations?
We do.
And how were you dressed that time?
I don't know exactly what I was wearing, but typically we wear a outer vest, and then under that we typically wear jeans and a t-shirt or something casual with markings on it that says U.S. Marshals and Police on the back.
So there's no question that you're with a law enforcement agency.
There's
when you
not.
arrive. Were you able to get anyone to come outside of the house once you were there?
We were, yes.
How were you able to do that?
Various ways. One of them was I didn't make it myself, but there was a telephone call to the residents, and we also used the vehicle PA system.
Did the residents have a landline?
It did.
And so you got that information and someone was able to call and make contact?
They were.
And did Wade Wilson make contact with the person?
He did.
And did he come out right away?
I was informed that he had to speak to his dad one last time and that he would come out.
And did he speak to his dad one last time?
I'm assuming.
Okay. So about how long after that did he stay in the house?
It wasn't much longer after that.
And then did he come out?
He did.
And once he came out, were there any issues arresting him?
No issues at all.
Now, once he came out, did officers go inside the house?
Yes.
And what was the purpose of going inside the house?
Typically, it's a protective sweep to make sure that while investigators are on scene, nobody else is inside the house that could harm law enforcement.
When when the officers went inside the house, was anyone else present in the home?
No.
Do you see the person that you arrested from that house sitting here in court today?
I do.
And would you please point to him and identify an article of clothing that he's wearing?
He's wearing a black tie with a black suit jacket.
Your Honor, let the record reflect that this witness has identified the defendant. No further questions. The state tenders a witness.
Did you have contact with our client when he walked out of the house?
I did.
Okay. What was his demeanor?
He was cooperative with us.
Okay. But there's 10 officers there, right?
Everyone's in a different position. Not all 10 people are in the same spot.
Okay.
There's people on surveillance and everything else.
How many met him when he walked out of the house?
It would have been a contact team. So I was present, and there would have been a few others, approximately 6 individuals probably.
Nothing further.
further from the state, I'd ask that this witness be excused.
No objection.
All right, sir, you can step down and you're excused.
Can we approach, Your Honor?
You may. State can call the next witness.
So you call Jim Lazenby. Sir, would you please introduce yourself to ladies and gentlemen of the jury by telling them your name?
Sergeant Jameson Lazenby,
And sir, where do you work?
Lee County Sheriff's Office,
And how long have you worked there?
since '96.
And what do you do for the Lee County Sheriff's Office?
I'm currently a supervisor in the Civil Division.
What does that mean?
I supervise court procedures such as subpoenas, depositions that are served, subpoenas, things of that nature. I have people that work for me that serve them.
And did you have an opportunity to work at the Lee County Jail back in October of 2019?
Yes, I did.
And what were you doing for the Lee County Jail at that point in time?
I was a shift sergeant.
Now, while you were a shift sergeant there at the Lee County Jail, did you have occasion to come into contact with a gentleman by the name of Wade Wilson?
Yes, I did.
Did he make any requests of you at that time?
Yes.
And what were those?
He requested I reach out to the detectives involved in the case and speak to them.
Okay. And what did you do after he requested that of you?
Made a phone call to detectives.
And did you arrange for the detectives to come down and meet with Mr. Wilson?
Yes,
And was that the extent of your involvement in this case?
that's it.
No further questions for this witness, Judge.
No cross.
All right, you can step down.
Thank you.
Judge, State will call Nick Jones.
All right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Ron. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Would you please introduce yourself to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury by telling them your name?
Master Corporal Nicholas Jones of the Cape Coral Police Department.
You say Master Corporal?
Yes, sir.
When did you obtain that rank?
It's been a while now. I don't recall.
Very well. How long have you worked for the Cape Coral Police Department?
I'm in my 19th year.
Back on October 10th of 2019, what did you do for the Cape Coral Police Department?
I was a detective in the Major Crimes Unit.
What was your role as a detective in the Major Crimes Unit, specifically as it relates to the 10th of October 2019?
I was assisting Detective Bell in an investigation regarding Christine Melton, and then I became the assigned detective for a missing person, Diane Ruiz.
Did you become intimately familiar with the facts and circumstances surrounding the missing person, also known as Christine Melton,
Yes, sir.
and also as it related to Miss Diane Ruiz?
Yes, sir.
As a result of having received that information, did you ultimately receive a telephone call from a sergeant by the name of Jim Lazenby from the Lee County Sheriff's Office?
Yes, sir, I did.
And did he request of you to come down to the Lee County Sheriff's Office jail to meet with Mr. Wade Wilson?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And did you go and meet with Mr. Wade Wilson?
Yes, sir, I did.
Who did you meet Wade Wilson with?
I was with Detective Jason Hicks.
Okay. Could you please describe for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury how this meet was set up?
When you go into the Lee County Jail, there are a number of different rooms that they can provide you, so you can interview potential witnesses, suspects, things like that. This particular room was a rather large room with a table in the middle of it and some chairs set up. Makes it kind of difficult sometimes in that setting to interview somebody. Creates a large echo. You're trying to hear each other. But that's there are a couple of windows in the back, so jail personnel can watch.
So who were the only people in this room?
It was myself, Detective Hicks, and Wade Wilson.
And did Mr. Wilson indicate to you that he wished to speak to you?
He did.
Did you make any threats or promises in order to get him to speak with you?
No, sir.
Did he request, was the only request that he made of you to get some French fries?
It was a burger and fries, but yes, sir.
And as a result of that, did he sit down and speak with you?
He did.
Okay. And was this conversation recorded?
It was.
And did you read him Miranda rights?
Yes, sir.
What are Miranda rights?
Miranda rights are to afford the defendant, suspect, the opportunity to counsel an attorney prior to any questioning from law enforcement when there's a custodial setting.
And after you had read those particular rights to him, did he agree to speak with you?
He did. I had a form with me that I read Miranda rights from, and I had him initial it and sign it, as well as myself.
And did he also verbally acknowledge to speak to you?
He did.
And you indicated once again that this was in fact recorded, correct?
Yes, sir.
Judge, let the record reflect I'm showing defense counsel's previously marked State's Exhibit number 40. Commissioner, your vote, Judge.
Yeah.
Jones, I'm handing you some previously marked as State's Exhibit number 40. You recognize that?
Yes, sir.
How do you recognize that?
With my initials and badge number.
And what does that appear to be?
The recorded statement with myself and Wade Wilson.
Have you listened to that statement?
Yes, sir.
Does that statement contain the entire interaction between you and Mr. Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Judge, at this time, the state will move State's Exhibit number 40 into evidence.
Any objection?
No objection.
Be admitted.
Permission to publish, Judge?
Frustrated and you weren't really sure if you wanted to talk or not. So I was just calling you bluff to see if you were full of shit. authorization from them to take you out of here. You haven't made it easy where it has to wear all this shit. So it's been I've done it before. Okay, I'm just saying. So you got her, you took her out. And then what'd you do? You leave her in bed? No. She's gonna grab her outside of her. And then what'd you do? Then I got the car. And then I went to my girlfriend first. No. Can't remember. I think I killed the other girl first. And then went to see my girlfriend. Yeah, I did. So I got the other girl. No, you went to your girl first. Okay, I went to my girl first. That didn't work out right. Right. And then when everything came like this, somehow and she was going to show you where the school's at, right? So you drive in front of the school, and then at that point, you start choking her out in the school parking lot. You were there for about 3 minutes, I think it is. Right. How did she have consensual sex with you if you had already choked her out? Before we were parking on that street, you remember the name of the bar you were at? I think they're all you guys, that's the only bar you went to that you were at? Me and my girl, and then my girl, So yesterday when I was in here with you, talking to you, I was with the detective, I asked you all these questions. Straight up lying. Did you kind of figure that at some point that you figure it out, or why was it so hard? Why did you want to? Your dad told you to? Let me go speak with these guys and figure out exactly what it is that we got to do to get it out of here. Keep it up and bring me out. Hey, we'll be right back.
Detective, the person that you sat down with on the 10th of October of 2019, do you see him sitting in courtroom today?
Yes, sir.
Please point him out and describe an article of clothing that he's wearing.
Sitting over here in the black suit with black tie, white shirt.
You guys let the record reflect this witness is also identified the defendant.
Okay.
I have no further questions for this witness at this time.
All right. Mr. Oliver?
No cross, Judge.
Very well. Sir, you can step down.
Thank you.
State and call their next witness.
State rests.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to send you back to the jury room for a few minutes. And just leave your notepads here.